Good morning, Tilray traders and investors. It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth. It's Thursday, July 28th, and Tilray just reported their fourth quarter and year-end results. Going to go over this. They did miss in terms of the EPS, but they came in line with analyst estimates with regards to revenue. Before we get to it, though, make sure to smash the like, help support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. If you're new, you can hit the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified on any future updates. Taking a look at the article here from Globe Newswire. Fiscal year 2022 net revenue grew 22% to $628 million compared to the prior year. On a constant currency basis, net revenue increased 29%. Fourth quarter net revenue grew 8% to $153 million compared to the prior year period. On a constant currency basis, net revenue increased by 14% to $163 million, and company expects to generate $70 to $80 million of adjusted EBITDA and free cash flow positive in its operating business units for fiscal year 2023. Foundation in place for profitable and sustainable growth. We'll just go over some key highlights. So fourth quarter international MJ increased 205% from the prior year Q4. Tilray Medical leads European medical MJ market with 20% market share in Germany. That stands out. That's huge. Delivered $85 million in cost savings in date, exceeding original target and accelerated timeline. Company now expects to deliver $100 million by a year end of next year. Significantly strengthened its balance sheet, reduced debt, and ended fiscal year 2022 with $416 million in cash. Tilray Brands sets stage for next evolution of MJ following the Hexo transaction, which positions the company for additional growth opportunities in Canada, Europe, and the US. And we know that Hexo is going to be sourcing all of the international products directly from Tilray, excluding Canada and US. So anything outside of Canada and US, Hexo will be sourcing directly from Tilray. And we'll move on here. So all information in this press release is reported in US dollars unless otherwise indicated. Just moving through, there's some comments from Irwin himself, the CEO. I'm not going to go over this in its entirety, just out of effort of time, but net revenue grew 8% to $153.3 million during the fourth quarter from $142.2 million in the prior year quarter. On a constant currency basis, net revenue increased 14.5%. They had a net loss of $457.8 million during the fourth quarter. This hurt their EPS compared to net income of $33.6 million the prior year quarter. I'm just going to move through here. Impairment of $395 million, primarily impacting inventory, goodwill, and intangible assets. The impact was related to changes in the market opportunities, causing a shift in our strategic priorities and market conditions, inclusive of higher rates of borrowing and lower foreign exchange rates. Adjusted EBITDA of $11.5 million, making the company's 13th consecutive quarter of positive adjusted EBITDA. So again, going to move through this a little bit quicker here now. They're talking about cost synergies and strengthened balance sheet. With regards to $80 million in savings from Hexo transaction, nothing we didn't already know. Tilray Brands' acquisition of Hexo Corp's senior convertible note on highly favorable terms closed on July 12th, bringing immediate accretion to the company and facilitating collaboration and sharing the best practices that will help Tilray to drive ongoing international expansion and take advantage of opportunities expected to come with federal legalization in the U.S. In addition, due to significant operating efficiencies, the companies expect to generate that $80 million over 2 years. And then they give some updates on Canada, United States, Europe, and international. We do have a webcast coming up at 8:30 Eastern, so that'll be in about 34 minutes. I might not be able to join that, but I'll do my best to join late if I can. But if anybody is on that call, if you can let me know in the comments below if anything stood out to you on that call. But something I wanted to highlight here is that they had negative 0.90 in terms of EPS for the fourth quarter, and that was for the 3 months period ending May 31st, and for the whole year it came in at negative 0.90 as well. And then the prior, that was for the year end. So 2022 negative 0.90, and compared to the prior quarter in 2021, which was negative 1.25. So slight decrease here from the quarter of the year prior. Came in at positive 38, and here we are at negative 0.90. So the stock probably isn't going to see much of an uptick, in my opinion, because of that pretty big miss in terms of the EPS. We did come in with analyst estimates. Actually, they were estimating $153 million. Actually, it doesn't say here that. It says July 28th. For some reason, it didn't give the estimates. So let's just take a quick look at the Canadian version here. But everything was mentioned in US dollars. So I'd have to do a quick exchange rate, but they were expecting Where is it here? August 3rd. So this one's not even up to date. 194.94 million, but the date's wrong there. So I wouldn't really take too much. I wouldn't really take the numbers and the analyst estimates to heart too much, because like I said, actually, here we go. Tilray estimate 151.263 million. So according to what they were expecting here on TradingView, it was a slight beat in terms of revenue, but a pretty big miss in terms of the EPS. It was forecasting negative 0.08. But again, the date was wrong there. They're saying it was going to be in the first week of August, but we'll just give them the benefit of the doubt, and they didn't actually get to update it. But taking a look at the stock here after hours, we were down about 1 penny, 2 pennies now, so we're down a little over 0.5%. But I would expect the stock to potentially be down maybe 5% or something like that today. Not a huge deal. We do have some pretty key information coming up here, some data with regards to the macroeconomic data. We have GDP coming in about 30 minutes, and then after that we have the initial jobless claims and the 4-week average jobless claims coming in as well. So it's going to be very important to see whether or not the GDP comes in. There's going to be a lot of recessionary talk, and there's going to be Apple and Amazon earnings after the bell today. We were starting daily consolidation for all of this week, essentially, since the week began. And we do have key support coming up at 308, and then it's all about 3 support after that. If we lose $3 support, then it's all about the all-time low there at 243. And again, this is in USD as I'm charting it on the NASDAQ. So like I said, it's going to be interesting to see. I think it's really just we're gonna be looking at the broader market. So if we take a look at the S&P 500 futures, we're down slightly here, about 0.27%, so not that much. I would say that Tilray is likely going to follow the broader market. I don't think we're going to swing in any direction, either up or down too much, maybe down 5%. And again, we'll be watching the S&P 500 though, as MJ and a lot of our individual stocks have been very correlated to the broader market. But I would expect that we're likely going to be down a slight bit at the open. We'll see what happens on the earnings call. Again, I don't think I'll be able to join the first part of it, but I'll do my best to join late if I can. But if anybody can let us know in the comments below, we'll continue the conversation there. Let us know if there's anything that comes up in that call. Something could potentially move the stock. We'll see. I'm not expecting anything too earth-shattering, to be honest with you, but going to end it there. Let me know your thoughts and comments on these results. Let me know what stood out to you with regards to the year end or the fourth quarter. Always love hearing from you. We'll continue the conversation in the comments section below. If you could smash the like on your way out, help support me in the channel, and you can subscribe, tick the bell to be notified on any future videos. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth. It's Rod with Power Group, and we'll see you in the next update.